Hello everybody, it's Alicia from Adventures of Stitching, and I'm back with you for another Flosstube. Not really sure what number Flosstube this is, I didn't check, but you'll see it when you click on the video. But how are you? It has been ages, I know, like what, 3 months? The whole first part of this year just was a blur for me. I hit a stitching slump, and that's mainly why I haven't been back, because I just haven't felt like I had enough to show, even though I probably did. But over the course of the last 3 months, I've worked on 15 projects, and I've started one, and that was actually recently, like just a couple days ago. So we're going to dive right in, and I will give you like updates on goals and plans throughout, because things are very different right now. So let's start with the first one, the most obvious. Mickey is what I call it, but it's actually called Sweetheart Cove, and it's by Thomas Kincaid. It's unlicensed. I got it off of Etsy, so if you're looking for the link below, it won't be there. And this is where I am. So I was working on this bottom page, and it completely burnt out. Like, this was probably part of the reason that I was in a slump. It's about 64% complete, I think. I will share stats in a minute. But I just got sick and tired of looking at this thing. Even though it's beautiful, I just didn't want to work on it that often. It was like a daily 200 or something. And I've been so busy that it's been like the only thing I could squeeze in. And even then it was like pressure to squeeze it in. Like, oh, I can't go to bed until I get my stitches in. And I'm like, that's not fun. So for the way that I am, I've learned a lot about myself the last few months. I'm a free spirit enough to the point that I'll just give up stitching if the goal feels too hard. And the only person I'm letting down is myself. Nobody else really cares if I get this done by September or not. So, I mean, we'll see. There's still a lot of time left, but for right now, this is going in timeout. So I'm just gonna give stats for the whole 3 months, because it's honestly a lot easier to combine them, especially since I think February was when I really dropped off. So I got 12,205 stitches in on this, and it's at 80,770 out of 125,972, so it is 64.12% complete. This is on 25 count opalescent Lugana. I am doing it 2/1/10 stitch, and I'll just do like a close-up of where I'm working. So I've sort of just been color completing. Sorry about my nails, they're awful. But anyways, I've just sort of been color completing by page, and that's where I am. So I'm kind of excited to put this away. That's how much I got tired of looking at it. And I know I'm not the only one. I know many of you have that same thing happen. So the next project that I worked on was Mini Cozy Winter Evening. This is a Heaven and Earth design by Oleana Babenko. I am so excited on how this is developing. I rarely work on it these days, but I'm just loving how it's working up. I think I put in only like 400 stitches, and I worked in here somewhere. I don't know. I'll have to go through and find my progress pictures for you. So this, okay, I did 311 stitches. So it's at 18,900 out of 79,300. It's 23.83% complete. And this is on a 27 count Linda, which I love. I actually love this fabric from 123 Stitch, and it's 2/1/10 stitch with DMC. And the reason I'm clarifying now what floss I'm using is because I'm actually accumulating enough projects with CXC as well, and I would like to differentiate between the projects that way. The next one is God Shed His Grace, and for some reason I am notorious for leaving things in the hoop even though I know I'm done working on it for the time being. So I'm gonna take it out. Plus I need these for current projects. I keep running out. I used to, this is a side note, I used to really like the number 3. Yes, I used to like the number 3. I think it's the medium size hoop, but this is my new favorite size. It's like a 5x7 or something. It's the number 2. It's their small. And let me tell you what, this in my K's Creations lap stand has, it's lighter so it doesn't like slope down, and it's easy to reach wherever you're stitching. So this is my new favorite size, and which works out great because they're cheaper. I think I got a set of like 5 or 6 on Amazon for like $25-ish. So again, that's a great deal. And you know, you need lots of hoops if you have lots of whips. That's my own opinion though. You can have one hoop. You literally could have just one hoop if you have a lot of whips, but like I said, I leave them on too long. Anyways, let me share my project. I did 1,670 stitches on God Shed His Grace. This is an Artisty by Abraham Hunter. And I'm doing this on the diagonal. It's a 20 stitch wide diagonal. And what I'm doing is when I get down to the bottom of a diagonal, I work my way back up and then I go down, because this is where a lot of the fun stuff is happening. And once I'm down there, it just makes sense to just keep going and then work back. I don't know, I could change it in a heartbeat, but right now this is the way I'm loving working on it. And I'm obviously parking. And I'm actually kind of regionally parking. I don't know if that's a thing, but I'll have like, if this area has the same color, I'll have one parked here. But if this has another clump of the same color, I'll have another thread worked there to work over. It's a lot easier than having to waste floss and just go up and down just to snag a few stitches. So I love this. You know I love this. I think it is my favorite project. And I say that every time because I think about it often. But yeah, love it. So let me get my notes again. So that's 17,699 stitches out of 135,000 complete. It is 13.11% complete. I think this is on 25 count easy guide, and that's a Lugana. They're Lugana, in case you didn't know, is an even weave, so it seems to be the go-to that everybody uses. I need to slow down because I'm tripping over my words. It's the fabric everybody uses if they want to do full coverage. It just ends up a lot nicer that way. I have, you should see what I have. Like, I'm on a step right now, so I've got a step I'm leaning against, one I'm on. You guys are on a cat scratching post. And I have all of my whips on the floor over here. And then I have my notebook and other things that I want to share later over here. So it's just a big fat mess. If you're a Flosstuber, you know what kind of messes we can make. Anyways, the next project I worked on is Anne of Green Gables. This is a quick stitch, which is also max color. I don't know if I ever noticed that before, but yes, it's max color. Rainy from Rainy Day Reads and Crafts is also doing this. I'll show it to you. It's a Heaven and Earth design, and it's Amy Stewart, and it's just a section off of the Heroes and Heroines bookshelf. So on Anne, I got 1,112 stitches. It's at 7,654 out of 80,030. It's 10% complete. And I cropped this a lot. That's why the numbers are a little different. I'm closing in on a page finish. That's gonna be exciting, but that's a ton of green. Look at that. This one's stitching up so nice. I love it. Can't wait to get like more of the picture in. But this one's on 28 count, I believe, and it's 2/110 with DMC. A lot of these, not that one in particular, but a lot of these I only worked on them for like a day. So let me find my next one. My next one is a Mirabilia, and I actually have the cover photo here so I don't have to edit it in later. But this is called Tea. And I'm doing this with Angie. We nicknamed it Friendship. And so this is a Mirabilia by Nora Corbett. I'm doing it on, I think, 16 count. Yes, 16 count Picture This Plus Heroic. And I am right here. And let me see. I've done 1,018 stitches on this. Oh, so pretty. I love that the flowers in there now, and then the black ribbon is just, and this finally is looking all shiny and like light catching. So magical how that happens. So that's that, and it's in a bag made by Deanne. Small Town Stitches. She doesn't sell them, but I'm lucky enough to be friends with her. She spoils me. The next one is Rivendell. This is the one by Country Magic Stitch. A lot of us are doing this, I think. Maybe just a few. I can't remember what this fabric is called. Does anybody else remember? I need to have a note card in here. Oh well. I think it's an 18 count. Oh, it's Jade. This is a Jade Picture This Plus 18 count because it's left over from my Pride and Prejudice sampler. So we are right here. And this is 1/1 full cross with DMC. I'm a little bit unhappy with the way the pinks are showing up. I think they're supposed to be a little brighter, but I think the fabric is affecting that some. So for Rivendell, I put in 1,040 stitches. It's at 3,977 out of 21,924. It is 18.14% complete. So I love this. I don't know why my dog is so active right now, but say hi and wave. He's actually been a brat today, so I'm kind of mad at him, but you know, animals, they do have a mind of their own. All right, the next one is a mystery stitch along that is no longer a mystery because it's complete. I think the last part came out this month, actually, in March. But this is Frosted Pumpkin Stitchery, the 2024 Mystery Sal, and it's called Arctic Animals. And I have it on Mystic something, or maybe just Mystic, I don't know. But I'm working on part 3 right here. I think it's the Caribou. I have 1 and 2 done, and I think there are 9 parts. It's very cute. I think this is also 18 count. I don't know if I said that, but I love this color. I want more things on this color. This is a beautiful blue. It's like a little bit teal. It's very watery looking to me. I love it. And they gave hints at the beginning that you're gonna have some constellations, and it's gonna be done with like a sparkly white treasure braid, petite treasure braid, and I was like, I need a night sky for that. So I went dark, very dark. So I do want to start working on this again. And Megan from Stitching Moon, she's a Flosstuber on here. And she has started a trend of like doing one strand a day in a project, and she was able to like finish a project she wouldn't have ordinarily touched last year, like at all, but she finished it because she was just doing a strand a day, and she's doing another one this year. And I was like, I might have to jump on board with that, because one strand doesn't take very long, and these guys, like, they're so fun. It's almost therapeutic to have small completions. And so I think this might be a strand a day contender for me. So we'll see. We will see. Did I tell you how much I put in on that? 424 stitches. Yeah. The next one is a Precious Moments called Going to the Chapel, or On Our Way to the Chapel. I keep zipping my bags back up. I had them all unzipped, and I guess just for you guys, I decided to zip them. That's like not productive. Again, another hoop. I'm sorry, I'm probably stalling you and you're like, come on, show me the stuff. But I need the hoops. Okay, so this is in, I think, Precious Moments book number 72. I'm pretty sure. But here we are. I know, I think I could have frogged it. It's been so long. I think it was January when I worked on this. Okay, I'm pretty sure I fixed, yes, I fixed the problem that I had with it. I had filled in too much white without putting the words in yet, and so I had to frog some of the white to put the words in. So for that, I did 800 stitches. I was doing this as like a daily for a while, and then I got tired of just using like 3 colors. Again, this is a strand a day contender for a project. And I'm sorry, I'm like hyper or something because I'm like moving my projects a lot. Here, look at it. I'm gonna try to just hold it still. This is on a 14 count Aida, and I just love Precious Moments so much. It's like nostalgia, it's cutesy, it's about Jesus. I love it. The next one is Beautiful Place by Stitches So Beautiful. The artist is, there I go again, I was gonna zip it. The artist is Eder Jose Rosa, and oh my goodness, there's like a bajillion people doing this, so I'm not tagging anybody. I started in the upper right corner to be different. Might have made things more difficult for myself, which might be why I haven't touched this, but here we are. I wanted to get this to 1,000 stitches because it's basically a new start still, and I think we all started it in the fall, so I'm way behind. But look at the detail, like look at the colors. Those are just leaves, that's just background. It's stunning. This is 28 count, I believe, 2 over 110 stitch DMC. I did 516 stitches, so it is at 1,056 stitches out of 107,000. It's at 0.99% complete. Why? Why did I stop there? Angie, you'll appreciate that. Okay. Island Time. This is a kit. Stitchy Reese Pieces. Erica, she found one of these that she already owned, but hers has compartments in it, which I could see that being very beneficial too for different reasons. I think I share that every time I share one of these kits, but this is a Letty stitch. But here it is. I'm using everything from the kit, and I think I just worked on this for a day or two. Yeah, I put 400 stitches in. I think I was working in here. And there's like a hut roof showing up. I think this is 16 count. And it's 2 strands full cross. I love this so much. Who's the artist? Is this a Chuck Pinson? I don't know. Bear with me. Yes, it is. And I found the cover photo underneath, so we'll just share that. There's how it's supposed to look. Beautiful. I need to pull this out again. We're getting into the zone where I'm feeling summery, and I love the bright, cheerful colors, the houses, the sunset, the water, the sand. This is me. If you ever wonder what Alicia's taste is, it's beach. I like mountains too, but I think the beach is my number one. Like, if I had a choice, I would pick the beach. Let me know in the comments, are you a beach person or like a mountain person? Like, do you want like a cabin retreat in the woods, or would you want like a destination island type of vacation? Or are you like whatever, a little bit of everything? Or do you like to rough it? Do you like to camp? I love to camp. I think I'm a little bit of everything, honestly. Okay, no stats for that because it's paper. The next one is also paper. This is Lady of the Mist, another Mirabilia. So I've worked on both of my Mirabilias in the beginning part of the year. This one I'm not going to take out of the hoop because I think I do still plan on working on it. I'm just going to try to move my... Nope, that's in the way. We'll just take that off for now. I don't have any stitches that you don't see, so this is it. This is Lady of the Mist. Again, I'll have to post the cover photo in the edit. I've been working in here mainly because the floss that I have kitted so far are these, what, 3 or 4 greens and a gray. So I've been just picking out the symbols that flow that use these colors. So it might look like I'm neglecting some stuff, and it's because I am. Like, I need to start in here because this is a nice chunk of whatever that is, 762 or something. So anyways, I'm loving this. I've been having so much fun with my mirrors lately. I don't know what it is. This is a mystery fabric, so I can't really tell you anything about it except that I'm pretty sure it's 32 count. But it's a beautiful purple with a little bit of pinks and blues like splotched throughout. So I found this at an antique store, and I actually picked the chart to match the fabric, not the other way around. I don't know if anyone else has ever done that, but it worked. I really had fun finding a pattern that would go with the fabric. Did I tell you I put 400 in that as well? Just bear with me today. The next one is The Grand Library, Supersize Max Color by Amy Stewart. This is from Heaven and Earth Designs. I got this out for Leanne. It was her birthday, and she wanted, actually it was the Sleepy Stitcher too, Lacey. Their birthdays are very close together, and they both wanted everyone to stitch on a colorful project or start one of the projects they started. Leanne started one that's like really cool, almost kaleidoscopy looking, and then Lacey started the Lars Stewart Winter something. It's the one where they're outside by the fire and they've got the cabin, northern lights, and the animals. It's very popular right now, and I want it really badly. But I worked on my Grand Library, which is bright and colorful enough as it is. And this one, I just went to town in just a few days. I worked in all of my parked threads. So I had all these parked threads in here. and I just decided I'm gonna fill that in and then cross country this page and see if that speeds up my work and makes me enjoy this project a little more, because parking definitely slows you down, and this is a max color, so that slows you down even more, because when you park, you're only working this little area. You might only be starting a thread for one stitch and then parking it. And if you go cross country, you can grab all of those along the way. And so I've learned that that's actually working better, and I'm enjoying this so much. This is 32 count 1/110 stitch with CXC, and I'm telling you what, this is my happy place. Like, if all of my projects could be on this, I would do it, like, without much hesitation. I probably would hesitate because some of them are so far along, but did I tell you I got 1,662 stitches in this? It hit 23,009 stitches. It is 715, 284 stitches large. It's at 3.22% complete, and I actually hit the 3% mark when I was working on this. So big milestone there, only 97% more to go. So I don't know, you guys, what did I get myself into? But the detail, oh my gosh, the detail looks so much better on this. Oh, okay. That's making me want to stitch on that again. The next one, I think I skipped Hobbiton. I'll share that now. This was one that I wanted to get to 1,000 stitches because it was basically a new start. I started this with Leanne, and there we are. And this one has blends, and I was really going to, actually I think even right here it still has them. I was going to do 1/1 full cross. This is with CXC, I believe. But it was really hard for me to keep tabs on doing it because of the blends, where you do the first leg one color and the top leg the other color. And you know, Leanne has proven she can do it, but I switched to 2/110 stitch, and I'm pretty happy with that. So yes, there are blends. It's gonna make it look so good, but I don't know why. Oh, okay, I get it. It's because I was kind of doing a cross country by the 10 by 10 block this way, and so some of mine are full crosses in here and some are 10, so you can kind of tell a little bit, but I don't care. You won't notice once I have more done. Sorry, got interrupted there for a second. This is on 20 count easy guide. And like I said, it's 2/110 stitch with CXC. Started this, I didn't even say where it's from. It's from Stitching Masterpieces on Etsy. Beautiful, beautiful chart. And I think that's all I have to say about that. I got it to its 1,000 exactly, and it is 0.43% complete. It's 232,000 stitches in total. The next one, I actually just worked on this the other day. This is Hummingbird from Light Unicorn Designs, and it's on a, let's see, do this, I think you can see through it. It's on a 20 count pink Ada from 123 Stitch, and I was just kind of filling in the top of the hummingbird's head here and doing some of those speckles, and I'm going to work my way down from the top that way. So I've just sort of been filling in, and this is a very interesting design. The colors are really fun, but it'll use like 1 or 2 stitches of that color, and then it'll go down and you'll do like this big block of them. I'm enjoying it. This is 1/1 full cross with DMC, and I love it so much. This is for Angie for her birthday. This was her pick that she wanted me to work on. her birthday was the 26th, so it was very recently when I worked on this. And I put in, now these numbers are not correct because I think I forgot to enter one of my days I worked on it in my spreadsheet. So it's a couple hundred shy, I think. It's probably 600 or 700 that I've done on it, but it's at 1,048, which again, it's probably more like 1,200 out of 40,000, and it's 2.62% complete. And actually, it's going to be more complete than that when all is said and done, because all of this here is white stitches in the pattern. So rather than blocking them all off, I'm just gonna leave them till the end, and I'll give you the full stat once I'm done with that. But yeah, I'm not gonna stitch all of those. I don't know why they were charted, but I guess that's in case you were doing it on a colorful fabric and you wanted the white background. So yeah, I love this. That's that. The last one is my new start. I'm so excited. So excited. This is called Home Prayer, and Elfie Ravenway on Instagram, who is, she has a shop on Etsy called Blue Fox Stitchery, and I had seen this quote online, and I'm not really sure, I think it's anonymous, I don't really know who to credit it for, but I had her chart this prayer, and I'll have it up here while I talk about it. And so she was designing it, and she was like going back and forth, and I was kind of like helping get the design idea out, and we finally landed on it. But me being the rebel that I am, I had to do all different colors. So I finally got fabric. I don't know why I was dragging my feet, because this was like a year ago, maybe 6 months, I don't know. But I had an image in my head of what I wanted the whole feel of the project to be, and I ended up hitting it right on the mark. So now every time I look at it, I'm like, oh, I love that. So without further ado, this is a 25 count Lugana in moss, and there it is. It's my new start, and I already am like 13% in. I've done about 650 stitches. It's 4,600-ish stitches large, and yeah, 15.93% complete actually. And this is 1/1 full cross with DMC. It's so tiny and cute, but I'm having the time of my life stitching on this. This also helped get me out of a stitchy slump. So I'm hoping this will fit in a 5x7 frame, because I have a frame that would work with it. And if it doesn't quite fit, I might not be able to do the bottom border, or I'll get a larger frame. I'll decide that at the end, but I kind of feel like this is my current daily. I really am loving it, and I just want to see it finished, and it really resonates with me right now. The prayer is literally like a heart's cry for me, and so it means so much to me to have this, and I'm gonna have it where I can look at it every day. Also, I might do another one just so I can have one in each house for where I am in the world, depending on the season. So that's that. Those are all of my projects that I worked on. I have a couple things to share still though, so if you want to go now, you can, but I do have a couple things that I've purchased that I want to share, and I have a couple of things that were gifted to me that are very special. And then I've got a couple plans, goals, not really, I don't know. But anyways, if you were done hanging out with me, thank you so much, and I will see you next time. For purchases, along with the fabric that I got for Home Prayer, I got finally the red petite treasure braid that I want for the Nutcracker piece. That I think Leanne has it too, so we're gonna do it together, but no real plans for start date yet, but I'll pop in the picture of what I'm talking about, because I can't remember the designer, but it's like a cool Nutcracker Christmas tree chart, and instead of the red, we wanted some sparkle, so I'm glad I got that. And then I have a blonde moment to share. This doesn't happen often. Usually I'm pretty with it, but I got this crochet, I think, a go-go pattern that I've had my eye on for 2 or 3 years. I love it so much. It's adorable. It's called Primavera in Città, and I think it means spring in the city, and it's the bunny. Oh, it's so cute. I love it. Like, everything about it. I wouldn't change a thing except the fabric. I didn't really want it on a tan like this. So when I got the 1, 2, 3 stitch order, I was so excited to see this fabric, but I didn't know what chart I intended to do it on. I was racking my brain. We were in the car and I was just sitting there staring at it like, I feel like this is important. This was in my other hand. And I was like, oh, it's for this one, the one I bought. So I don't know, I might start this soon, but this is called Slate. It's a blue-gray. It's a little bit more blue than I had envisioned, but it'll work out because it'll look like sky. But it's from Fiber on a Whim, and it's 20 count Aida, and I plan on doing 1/1 with this. And I really want to do it, but I think that'll look good. I really wanted this a little bit deeper so the bunny will pop out because she's white. But, you know, I think she'll show up, but it might not be as much contrast as I would prefer. But if it ends up not working, this is a great neutral. I can use it on other projects, so we'll see. But I don't know if I want to start it or not yet. I definitely want to start it, but I don't know if I want to start it right away. Like, I do, but I don't, because my whip count is going up currently instead of going down. So if I can finish a couple of the smaller projects, I might start it. I don't know. And I could probably be persuaded if other people want to start it. I could probably just say, all right, if friends are starting it with me, I can't say no to that. So those are my little pieces of haul. The next thing I have to share is like a passion project, I guess you could call it. I think I've shared this before, but me and a couple friends, Leanna's currently doing it, but she's doing it in her own notebook, and but me and Rainey and Nikki Stitchy we all bought these same chunky notebooks. They're like miniature grid, and we have this new thing where we are writing out the whole Bible. We're copying it out, and I'm currently in chapter 26 of Genesis, and we started in January, so that should tell you how long this will take. But one of the reasons I started this is I wanted to try out fountain pens and fountain ink, and I landed on the perfect pen that I love, and this ink, this purple, I've been wanting a purple ink for months. But the main reason I'm sharing this with you is Nikki very kindly and sweetly made a cover for the notebook for me, and she had me choose fabric that I wanted. So this is all basically customized, and she has a Etsy store, and I'm not sure if she's fulfilling orders now or if she decided to move on, but I bet you could persuade her if you wanted to message her. I don't know, but it's just, this is immaculate. Like, I can't stop staring at these. They're so pretty. Like the vinyl binding, I love it so much. Oh, it's gorgeous. So this is for the notebook, and then she also wanted to do a Bible cover, and this one I wanted a little deeper of a fabric so that basically dirt wouldn't show, even though these are washable. But I went with this for the inside, and it's just can't get it enough. Like the little charm and then the ribbons, and I'm still geeking out over this. So thank you so much, Nikki. You know, these will be treasured for my entire life, and they look amazing together. So cute. Yeah, so I just had to share that. So I think her stitchy Instagram is Mama Booklet. I'm gonna link both of hers. Her Flosstube, actually she just did a whip parade, and like a couple weeks ago, so go watch that, because she has incredible projects. Like if I could sneak over to her house and just like look at all of her projects, I would do it often. So I think that's all I have to share. Just trying to balance out my hobbies. I've stitched way less, partly because I had the stitching slump, but also because I've had a reading bug hit, and then I'm trying to be a little more active and stay better up on getting chores done and being more present in life. And unfortunately that means stitching takes the back seat, but I'm still stitching and I'm still having fun, and that's the main thing, isn't it? So yeah, I threw out the Mickey goal, possibly going to have a strand a day project, or daily 30 project, something like that, and we'll see how that goes. I may rotate projects in and out as I feel, but I do like the idea of having a shorter time span project to have. So yeah, not really much life update. We finally got the laundry room here in the house in Florida redone. It was a disaster. I'll just tell you, I've never struggled with a room remodel in my entire life. Like, the mud was wanting to fall off of the walls. We were having a dehumidifier in the room to try to suck the moisture out so it would stay, and then I finally put Kills on. That was rolling and crumbling off the mud on the roller, so finally my husband had to go back. I don't know how many times I had him in there mudding the room, and I'm like, we could have just easily started with new drywall and it probably would have saved us hours, but oh well. It's finally where I want it. We got it painted. I love the color. It's like a really muted, soft, watery, white green. I don't know how else to describe it, but it's like a sea green. And then we have just the linoleum in there because it's a laundry room that's kind of an extended like outside room, so I'm not sure how any other type of flooring would have worked in there. I think tile would have broken because it's a bit unlevel and uneven. But anyways, that's probably too much details for you. So yeah, we've finally have that done. We're wrapping up some other projects, and then in a few weeks we'll be heading back to Ohio, and we've got projects galore up there, I'm sure. Like, I know we have to address a few major issues up there for house wise, but we'll get there. We'll, you know, we love our do-it-yourself type stuff, so it's just part of life for us because we just enjoy it. What else? Working on people's cars here. That's kind of how we can do a long-term stay in whichever state we're in. Ken's work can be wherever he is. He restores classic cars now. We were working with used car dealerships, but that's slowed down for us, so it's shifted more into the classics again, which I have more fun with. I enjoy all the really old cars. They're my favorite. They have all the character in the world. Let's see, what else? That's about it. Just existing over here. So I guess I'll leave it at that, and I will talk to you guys soon. Hopefully not 3 months, but you never know. I'm not making promises at this point. This video was already hard to film. I think I had 3 different days where I tried and it was not working. Interruptions galore. But anyways, finally I got to a place where I felt like it, and it worked out. So I hope you guys are having a great March. Happy spring, and I will see you next time. Bye.
So, Viola, so like the wind,